Happy Feast Day, Michael. And then we have others, not only St. Michael, but Gabriel and Raphael. Rafa, you know, Celida's sister. Also my cousin Raphael, and so on. Anyway, the prayer of the church reminds us, the very first one that we said, was that in a wonderful way you guide the work of angels and men. And so it gives us already that the Father's work is so beautiful and unified, and they work together. And I was thinking that in a time of this kind of revelation, you have a world that is not so neat and is rather fearsome, and you've got all kinds of fears and demons and goblins and everything. It's a topsy-turvy world. So when the St. Paul gets out there in the Greek world and others, that in the Roman world, that you know, this perspective of being orderly, of cosmos, which means orderly world, then it just gives us a whole new view of the world. And so even the prayer of the church is already telling us that there is that kind of order, one serving the other. And the Lord also gives us here a very orderly, beautiful way of seeing the angels ascending and descending and serving the Son of God. And so in the Eucharist as well, it gives us then a very orderly way of seeing and invoking the angels, as we say, Holy, Holy Lord, God of hosts. And so we invoking also their presence to be with us. And then the other prayers, they keep invoking their intercession in whatever way they have shown their strength or their special ability, like Michael, Gabriel, or Raphael. And so here we have also that these biblical messengers signify God's transcendence and loving care. Michael meaning who is like God, Gabriel, God's strength, and Raphael, God's remedy. Michael, patron of security forces and of the sick. Gabriel, of telecommunications and apostle service. As he announced in Nazareth. And then Raphael, of travelers and of the blind. See? And so we see the beautiful orderly world, and also in our service. You're trying to say something, sister?
I was just exactly what you read about their names was in the reading for the Office of Readings this morning. And I forget which of the doctors of the church it is that's speaking about them, but he says, the angels only have names when they come as special messengers. They don't need names to be recognized by God in heaven. It's only when they come with messages to us that they have names, and that the more important messages are the ones brought by the archangels. And that's who we celebrate today. The big, important messages.
And we certainly have this big three ones. Biggest. And including Michael. Okay, what else can we say? Let me read what the rest of the other verse say. Lord, by the ministry of your angels, let our sacrifice of praise come before you. So, as we invoke them to be present and be witnesses of the Eucharist, we also ask them that the ministry of the angels take part in the Eucharist as well.
It used to be the custom in churches to have angels on each side of the altar. Statues of them.
Many times you do. I have two wooden ones in my church, my chapel, and the two angels that my brother gave me, and I put them right there to the sides. And then also, may Lord hear the prayers of those you renew with the bread of life, made strong by the courage it gives, and under the watchful care of the angels. And remember the nice, beautiful painting of when we were children, see the angels taking care of the little child as well. So there's, so the angels play such an important role in our lives. I remember back in the 60s, 64 to 68, there was a big debate about the angels. And everybody was talking about the angels. But sometimes it wasn't the right direction as the church was in, but rather they're trying to demythologize all the angels as if they were totally non-existent.